What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to episode number, what I believe to be number 80 of my Paths to Power, getting El Tigre a nice big contract at the club, and keeping it with this 4-2-2-2 theme. We're going into a Division 1 matchup against a guy whose team name is Run While You Can. 5-2-2-1, mainly Brazilian side. He managed to get Chiellini in there, but he does have Sturridge in there, which is, he actually might be on non-chem with Ramirez right there. So I'm really not sure what his chemistry was. Looking back on it, early goal with El Tigre, and that does help. But I kind of want to talk about Division 1 right now, and Division 1 is kind of one of those things where I'm losing joy playing FIFA in some senses. And you guys are going to say, what, how can you possibly be doing that? Or, it's just because you're coming up against better people. And it's not necessarily, obviously you come up against better people. And I don't mind a competitive match. In fact, I quite enjoy it. But the amount of 5-2-2-1 teams and 5-2-1-2, 5-3-2 teams that I feel like I constantly come up against is really quite boring to me. And it changes the way you have to play the game. Everything's just turned into a pace battle, and mind you, this team is quite good, and I've been winning, sort of. I don't win as much as I did when I had the 3-5-2. I've got draws and losses now with the 4-2-2, but it's fun trying different formations out. And, something like this, when he had to go attacking, his wingbacks got forward, and it was an easy counter. I was frustrated at the end of the game, and so I went for a layoff and got a goal, a little bit of a smart pass. Not that it even was needed because it was the 90th minute, but it kind of an insult to injury. Wanted to go for a very crushing, enthusiastic 3-0 defeat to start off Division 1 again on the right foot. But I found that playing tournaments, which is what I've always done in FIFA, is always just a little bit more fun for me. So I'd like to hear what you guys think about, Division 1, Division 2, divisions versus tournaments in general. Obviously, they've released this daily tournament thing that I just now saw. I don't know where I have been. So I'm going to go into that. And it's a 7,500 coin bonus. You get 2 chances to win it. So you can essentially, you'd want to play it only 4 times, but you get a chance to get knocked out. And I was assuming that I'd be coming up against pretty darn strong players, possibly pretty weak players. But in the first round, I thought I'd be all right, and that is a crazy 3-5-2 hybrid side. And I get, a corner kick here, 29th minute. Going to give it to Xavi. He's got unbelievable accuracy, and unlucky not to nod that home. But Gutsa gets it, and a little bit of work top of the box. He's going to skip on inside, and that's definitely a penalty. Gets taken out, and we're going to give this to Falcao and see what we can do from there. But tournaments, for whatever reason, I just like the idea of putting 4 matches together and getting some sort of bonus at the end of it, even if it's just a couple thousand coins. To win Division 1, oh gosh, what is it? You have to win, I think, 7 games or to get to the 21 points. That's essentially winning 2 tournaments, and you get, 10,000 coins for it. So you do get a little bit more out of playing divisions. But for me, I just like playing tournaments more. The players seem to be out to have more of a good time, and I'm about winning on Ultimate Team, don't get me wrong, but I also very much enjoy having a good time playing. And that includes, incorporating skills in here or there. He scores a cross, though. Unlucky for Falcao to be matched, or not Falcao, but for Contrao to be matched up on Aguero right there. Not exactly the matchup that we were looking for, or that we would want on the far post, but 1-1, we're level, and it's Falcao moving forward on the attack. Nice little pass to Royce, and he just gives me near post. He probably assumed I was going to cut inside and try to go for a finesse shot or a left-footed shot to the far post. But with how OP near post is on this game, we're going to take that opportunity 10 times out of 10. I'm going to turn on to my right foot or my preferred foot with most of my players. Obviously, Falcao's an exception. Playing him on the left is actually quite good because he can use his left foot to go near post extremely well. So having that 5-star weak foot is excellent. He gets another goal back with Balotelli. Some pretty sloppy defending, and the 3-5-2 is just such a strong formation. And now I know why it's so difficult to play against. But it's one of those formations that I use the 3-5-2 on FIFA 11. I used it on FIFA 12, and I'll continue using it in FIFA 13 more so in the future. But you can see I had 23% possession in his final third, and I felt like I was unlucky not to have scored more goals. But we're headed to penalties, and I thought I could have stopped that. There's a method for stopping penalties, and that's you essentially watch their plant foot, and that's what I try to do. Obviously, my reactions aren't stellar, but if you saw in both of those last 2 penalties, Falcao plants his foot very, very close to the ball, and if it's a power penalty and they plant their foot close to the ball, they're going to be going to the right side. Now, obviously, this is not the keeper's right, but the player's right. Same thing goes if they plant far away, they're going to be going to the left. And down the middle is just near impossible to judge because it almost looks like they're going to be going to the left, but it's kind of hard to tell. He steps up with Cazorla here, and we're up 2-1 on penalties. And again, you can see how close his plant foot was to the ball, and we managed to go the right direction and block it. This doesn't work with finesse penalties, as they always step pretty close to the ball. Again, we go straight down the middle, keeping him off of his game and try not to go the same way twice. We obviously had the penalty in the first half that he might have been able to get it, but he gets one back on us there. I should have known that he was going to go down the middle, especially after I went twice successfully. It's kind of one of those things where people are like, well, that's worked on me twice, probably going to work on him. And you can see how far away Guts' foot was there, going to the left. He could have blocked it if his reactions had been fast enough and he knew about the method. So I hope that helps some of you guys. A nice little tip right there. And we take the win, moving on to the second round of the tournament after a very, very difficult first match against a very quality hybrid side and a pretty darn strong player. And after that, I decided, you know what, I need to get a pack to ease the stress. And it's Wednesday. It was on Wednesday, so that means that there were new informs out in the pack. And I thought, hey man, if I can get inform Neymar, I'll be 1,000,000 coins richer, and all the power in the world will be mine. But unfortunately, and kind of continuing the theme, we do not get Neymar. We get, I believe that is Cuadrado or something like that. I messed that name up. I butchered it 100%. We're going to go ahead and list Santa Claus there and hope for the best. Anyways, guys, coming to a close of this episode of Path to Power. If you did enjoy it, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you enjoy my content. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.